Okay guys, I'm back. I guess when it rains it pours. I had to clean up out there really fast. As you can see, the sculpture got wet, but that don't matter. It's wax-based clay. Let that just dry off. But the damage isn't too severe on here, so that's not too bad. But I'm going to switch to resin. It's definitely the Ultra Cal 30. I think the real issue here is the Ultra Cal during COVID has sat in warehouses. God knows it was exposed to any kind of moisture, or you just don't know. And it depends on how many people handled the Ultra Cal. I'm done. I am done using Ultra Cal 30. I will never use it again. I'm done. I'm that pissed off. I've had 3 or 4 molds bust at the last 3 or 4 times attempting. And I mean, the last time I thought, okay, well maybe it was because I made the mix a little too thin. That's not the issue. The issue is there must be a shelf life for the Ultra Cal 30. I think what they should do, if they want my business again, they're going to have to put a date of expiration on the bags. I will not buy Ultra Cal ever again as long as there is no date of when it can go bad. There's got to be an expiration date on the bags, because I know for a fact now that it's definitely the Ultra Cal. No two ways about it. The dental stone I don't even think was the issue. I think I mixed it with the Ultra Cal, and the ratio that I used, there was more Ultra Cal than dental stone. So I don't know if the dental stone even is bad too. Who knows? I just think that it's frustrating because now I've got to retool this thing. And the last time when I was to get it to where it was at now, I felt like, yeah, I better do resin instead, and it kept, do I want to do resin? Nah, let's try the Ultra Cal one more time. And because I think I mixed it too thin, blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't. It was definitely not that. The issue was definitely the Ultra Cal 30. It's not hard. It breaks very easily. And I bought new batches. I bought new batches of Ultra Cal 30 to make sure that that wasn't the issue, or assume that wouldn't be the issue. But I think a lot of this stuff's been sitting around for a couple of years. It's not being shipped. You're not getting fresh stuff. And I'm done. I know resin won't do this. Now everybody, I've had a couple people ask me, well, resin, you won't be able to make a smaller mask. Yes, you will. So I'm still going to make a latex mask in the resin copy. And then what I'll do is foam fill it and then let it shrink. It'll still shrink up about 2 inches, once you foam fill it. But I'm done. Ultra Cal's out of nowhere near in the future. The batches that I got were no good. No two ways about it. And that was both times. So I'm done. I am not getting Ultra Cal ever again. I've got to make sure that this word gets out amongst everybody, because anybody buying Ultra Cal at this point, if you're not using a real soft clay, then I'd say you're okay. But using hard clay and Ultra Cal is not going to work for you, because trying to separate them, there was no locking on this particular sculpture, very little, if at all. And the problem wasn't the locking. It was more because of the fact that the Ultra Cal just broke when I hammered on it. And last year, yeah, it was about a year and a half ago, I made I was making practice copies. I don't know what that's all about. But it doesn't, it's just, it sucks. It sucks because it's, London, if I were you, I wouldn't use Ultra Cal. I would step away from it. Go back to doing your resin and stick to it. I'm just that. I know it is that for sure now. I absolutely know it's 100% the Ultra Cal. No two ways about it. I just wanted to update everybody. This is there's some damage on the nose. I got to fix that. That's not a big deal. That's not that hard to fix. Everything else is really good. Even the under eye cuts, they barely got any damage, which is perfect. No damage on the nothing that a little bit of. Let me see. Yeah, I got to fix the ears. That's always. But not even that. They're not even damaged too bad. So just got to dig this out. See, this is weird. This tells me right here. This broke off inside the ear. It's so fragile. All right. That never breaks off. So, I mean, it's bizarre, so a little damage on the nose. That's pretty much all I have to fix, a little bit of scraping in here. Little scrape, fixing the ears. It's not a lot to fix, but the problem is I know I can't get this done down now for my brother. There's no way. So the mold's history, and yeah, once it breaks like that, and especially on the surface of the sculpture, you can't repair it. You can't, as matter of much as you want to, you can't. There's too many defects in it. So when I saw it break the way it broke, I'm like, that's it. I'm done. Never again. I'm never using Ultra Cal again. Like, I'm just so frustrated with it. I'm going to resin. So I don't know who's on with me. Let me see what you posted, if anything. Nothing. Okay, so this is an indication right here. This piece, this is where the ear hole is. That breaking off like that, I know for sure that it's the Ultra Cal. The Ultra Cal is the issue. And Luke's Gaming, what's up, buddy? Yeah, this is the third or fourth time now that I've had Ultra Cal absolutely too fragile for the monster hard clay. And prior to COVID, I never had any problems with Ultra Cal. And now all of a sudden, I think there's a shelf life for this stuff. And I think the stuff is sitting around too much. And there's a chance that all the Ultra Cal that's out there is basically no good. Unless it's freshly made. You got to know that it's freshly made. I don't want something that's been sitting in a warehouse for 2 years, that's for sure. No, this is because I got rained on outside as I was cleaning up. When I went to demold this thing, the mold busted in 5 pieces, so the mold's no good. Now I have to retool it, fix it, and I'm going to do a resin master copy. I'm no longer doing Ultra Cal. I will stay clear of Ultra Cal for the rest of my life. It's not worth the aggravation. I don't trust anything at this point. I will go to nothing but Ultra Cal. Or not Ultra Cal. I'm strictly making my my molds out of resin from this day forward. Yeah, it's a lot of work, man. I had everything. I had it, and I put a lot of stone on this. The stone was literally this thick on the face. It was that thick, and I mean the ear area, where the seam is, that wall was this thick on each side. That thick on each side. That's like 3 inches, 3.5 inches thick on each side. If you can't hammer on that, then this stuff it's useless. So yeah, because you got to hammer this apart. You can't just, and like I know for a fact, a year and a half ago when I made molds, it was just strictly Ultra Cal, and I didn't have any problem, man. I banged on that so hard too, man. It didn't break apart at all. It didn't crack, didn't chip, nothing. It was like steel. And then the last four molds, 4 attempts of using Ultra Cal 30. I was thinking maybe I was making my mixes too thin. So this mold here, I made the stone so dense. I made it so thick. It literally was in my last layer was like peanut butter. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. Prayers, and I'll catch you on the next video. I'm just ranting about this Ultra Cal 30 right now anyway. So just a warning shot out there to all you guys, and correct me if I'm wrong. Whoever makes Ultra Cal 30, contact me. I'll refrain if you can figure out what the heck's going on. But other than that, I'm going to tell everybody, stay clear of Ultra Cal 30. Stick with resin. Make resin molds. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not messing around anymore. I'm so fed up with this, it's not funny. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next video. And thanks for watching. And thanks for watching the earlier video where I busted this thing in a million pieces trying to get it apart. Anyway, frustrating, really frustrating. But it has me completely stopped now. I'm done with Ultra Cal. I won't do this again. I'm going to make a resin master copy. Anyway, peace everybody. I'll see you on the next video.